Hey, Cade, what are you doing? Did you put soap in there? Oh, okay. You ready for a haircut on Friday? Good, me too.
Remember, I want the haircut to look just like yours.
I know you do. Hey, chickens. Loose dogs on our property a while back, actually a couple days ago. I know, I'm coming. Anyways, they got into this chicken yard and attacked Boris. He was fighting them off as much as he could. There were two of them, and you can see the feathers over there. They took a lot of feathers off his back and he was bleeding, but he's okay now. But he did his job. He protected this flock. And then Connor came running out of our house and just started yelling at the dogs, and they left. So I have been on the lookout for dogs, and I really hope they don't come back, because that's going to be an unfortunate circumstance for them. Welcome back to Hogtown Homestead. Like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. Couple of updates. Number one, we have 195 subscribers, which is excellent. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. If you're not new to the channel, thank you for continuing to watch and being a subscriber. In today's video, these pigs are in their last, I don't know, month or so. Before we put them in the freezer. This little white one is not performing very well because the other pigs are just too big and have outcompeted her for food. So I'm gonna put 2 feed pans in here today, and they need to be fed, they need to have water. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm going to expand their paddock. So as you can see, maybe we have this longer paddock that they have gone through and expended, and so I have a fresh area of pasture that I'm going to move them out in this way, so they will have an L-shaped paddock. Now the reason that we've kept them this close to the shed is that that's their new home, number one. Number two, their other shelter is broken and it is too small to house 3 of these pigs. So we're just trying to be as efficient as we can with their pasture rotation. This area in front of me, they've already gone through, but the area to my right, to your left, is not expended yet. They've been here before, but it was when they were piglets, and so I think that the amount of time that has gone by between when they were last here and when we're moving them today will be plenty of time to keep the pasture sanitized, and they should be good to go once we expand this paddock. We have 3 sections of Premier One hog netting. This stuff has worked excellently. Now, at one point the pigs did get out, but that was because we had like 4 or 5 days of rain in a row, and that softened the ground, and I also didn't have the Energizer plugged in. So with that amount of time, with the skies overcast and the Energizer unable to charge the battery, the charge went off in the fence and they were able to get through it. And that was a couple months ago though. That was back in November, like the first week in November. So they're doing all right now. I have the charger continually plugged in. That pig is peeing. I have the charger plugged in, so the Energizer is performing great. We're hitting 4,000 to 5,000 volts on this fence on every strand. So what I do, part of my routine in the mornings, is to come out and make sure that none of the dirt, as an example, there's a section of fence right here that is covered in dirt, and I just kick that off that bottom strand, and that keeps the fence from becoming grounded. When the fence is grounded, it starts to lose its voltage because all that voltage is going into the ground. So that's one of the things that I do. But for today's video, I gotta feed and water the pigs, and I'm gonna take our third section of Premier One hog netting and connect it to the rest of this fence. And that should take us to slaughter with these pigs. Stick around, enjoy the show. It's time for me to get to work. Now that they're fed and distracted, I'm going to turn off the Energizer and start working on expanding this paddock. So here we go. So my plan is to kick out this section that way, and then with the other hog netting enclose a new area. I've never run 3 sections of fence on this Energizer, so hopefully it works out. that will work. I know I'm not supposed to count on hopefullys. But, all right, so that is paddock expansion 101. Not straight by any stretch of the imagination, but it should do the trick. I need to go get my tester. And those guineas are loud. Your Premier One fencing system comes with a digital tester. Very useful. So, I think I've showed you on videos before. This goes into the ground like that, and then you test the fence. $3,000 volts. And again, I've never used this system with 3 lengths of netting. So I don't know if 3,000 volts on every strand is good or not. I'm gonna walk around, and this is the furthest point from the Energizer, which is over there. So from there all the way around and up to here, this is the furthest point, and it's hitting at 3,000 volts. Now, that could be because of all the fence that we have hooked up, or it could be some of this fence is buried in the dirt. So I am going to walk around the perimeter one more time, kick any dirt off of the grounding, the grounded wire, and see right there, that could be causing a loss of voltage. It's also been very wet in the mornings, which causes this dirt to have more of an effect on that fence. But you never know. Right here should be fine since we just put this section up. So now I'm going to go back to where the fence was. Oh, look, a shock absorber. I don't think that corn cob is going to cause it to ground out. That's buried right there. So that's definitely buried right there. This is also buried. All right, now we'll go to the far end and test it again. There we go, that was it. 4,200 volts. Well, that's gonna do it for today's episode here on Hogtown Homestead. Once again, like, share, and subscribe if you feel so led. We're so happy to have you guys come along and experience new things with us, or watch us experience new things so that you don't have to. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next time.